let's start in a standing position. So make sure you're wearing comfortable clothing, maybe your hair, you want to tie your hair back, just so that you don't have to think about any of that while you're moving through the practice today. So finding the top of your mat, the feet are together, toes touching, heels are parted just slightly. And we call this equal standing pose. Sometimes it's referred to as samastitihi. So coming into samastitihi, and kind of rock on your feet a little bit forward and back, and maybe a little bit side to side. I want you to feel a nice solid foundation beneath your feet, and we utilize that energy from the earth into our body. So we want to draw it up into the body and create a nice long line with our spine, with our legs, right up through the crown of the head. So feel the fronts of the thighs start to engage just a little, make a little muscle there. The tailbone, sometimes we refer to the pelvic bowl as having an actual bowl of water there, and that you wouldn't want the water to tip out in one direction or the other, so you kind of tuck your tailbone under just a little bit, and that kind of levels off the bowl at the base of the pelvis, so that you're smoothing out and lengthening the lower spine, and that engages the lower abdominal muscles automatically. That's your core strength, and when you activate your core, when you're moving through the practice or when you're holding postures, that helps to support your low back. And I know I often hear from people that, the lower back gives them some trouble, things like that. So when you activate your core muscles, that creates a little girdle for your low back when you're doing any activity really, but mainly in yoga we often remind you to do that so that your lower back gets that nice support. Shoulders roll back and down. The spine is long, the neck is long, cervical spine pressing up through the top of the head, down into the feet, and getting that nice, beautiful posture so that your ears come over your shoulders, shoulders over hips, hips over ankles. Let your face and your brow soften, your jaw separate just a little bit to soften up the jaw so you're not clenching. And let's bring the hands together at the heart center, the thumbs pressing to the sternum, sometimes known as Namaskar or Anjali Mudra. And when you take this position, standing at the top of your mat, you're going inward with your attention. So noticing physically how you're feeling today without judgment, just noticing your energy level, depending on what time of day it is. Some people like to practice very early in the morning, others like to practice in the evening, helps them sleep. So whatever works in your body is totally appropriate, whatever works the best. Let's take a cleansing breath together. So big, smooth breath through the nose, out through the mouth, with a sigh. Good. And just let the body begin to settle and your breath start to come in just through your nose. You can close your eyes if you're comfortable and just listen to my words. And start to move the breath deep into the body, in and out, in smooth, steady rhythm. Lengthening each breath as it comes in. Lengthening the breath as it comes out. And just smoothing out the breath. Just a few rounds of smooth, deep, steady breath can really help your nervous system to calm if you're feeling stressed or overwhelmed. The breath is a very powerful tool. So tune into that breath. Give it all of your attention. Let go of everything that comes next, everything that came before, and just be here now. That is the challenge that we face, to be in the present moment when we have so many other distractions around us. Our brain is hardwired to think and think and think and think, to drum up the past or try to predict the future, and that is the function of the brain. That is never going to stop. It is your reaction to that that you're working toward. What kind of reaction are you going to have to your brain when it's racing like that? So can you bring it down a notch or two by breathing deeply, slowly, and coming to a still posture? Okay, so there's things that we can do when our mind is racing in that way. It's not just out of our control totally. And it's, again, it's the job of the mind to think many, many thoughts, thousands and thousands of thoughts a day. That's normal for everyone. And just like you wouldn't be able to just stop your heart from beating, you can't stop your mind from thinking, but getting lost in the thoughts and letting it take your attention away is what we want to try to practice not doing, letting the mind, take our attention away from our yoga practice. So be here now, let your breath smooth out, let it lengthen, and take a moment to create an intention for your practice, whatever that might be for you today. Hands come down by your side, opening the eyes, and we'll start with a couple of half sun salutes, and then we'll move into some gentle sun salute A's and maybe a sun salute B as well. If you've never done them before, no worries, just watch, do some with me, watch whatever feels comfortable for you. First, sun salute A is going to be a modification, so it won't be 9 poses strung together. We'll just start with an inhale with the arms overhead, palms touch if you can, draw the belly in. Exhale with a flat back, almost like a swan dive. If your hands don't touch the ground, just let them touch the fronts of the legs and tuck your chin. If they do touch the ground, you can bring them baby toe sides of your feet, and just tuck the chin here. Inhale, lift just the head and heart, flattening the back. So it might look like this or hands on the ground. But the hands stay put. Exhale and fold. Inhale, arms reach out and you're back up overhead. Draw the belly in and up, and the arms come back by your side. Smooth out the breath, keep it through the nose if you can. Inhale, number 2, look up. Exhale, fold with a flat back, tuck your chin. Inhale, lengthen, lift the heart. Exhale, tuck the chin. Inhale, come back with the arms overhead, and hands can pull back to heart center. Take a deep breath in and out. We're going to add to that now. You do what's comfortable in your body. We're going to add a few more postures to it. Inhale, sweep up, look up. Exhale and fold, look to your knees. Inhale, lengthen, look high. Exhale, step the body back into a high plank. Drop your knees, drop the chest between your thumbs. Slide your hands back, point your toes. Inhale to a cobra, which is a bent arm, or an upward facing dog, which is more of a straight arm, maybe even the thighs lifted. Turn the toes under, downward facing dog. Set your feet forward a little bit if your heels are not on the ground. They don't have to be on the ground. Soften your knees and look towards your belly button. 5 steady breaths. Breathe 1. Breathing through your nose, 2, 3, 4, 5 breaths. Inhale, look forward, bend your knees a little bit. Step your feet up to your hands, toes touch. Lengthen your spine, exhale and fold. Inhale, push down into your feet, reach the arms overhead, and bring them back by your side. So sitting down and doing our warm-ups is how we've been doing it up till now, but when we're standing, our warm-ups, we're warming up the body from head to toe with the sun salutations. So we're going to do 2 more A's. Inhale, 1, look up. 2, fold deeply on the exhale, tuck your chin. 3, lift the head and heart, inhale. And 4, step back to the high plank. You can drop your knees or not. If you want to drop into a low plank without dropping the knees, you can. Inhale into up face dog, lift the heart, lift the gaze slightly. Exhale into down face dog, 5 steady breaths. Look at your belly and breathe 1. If you need a break, take your knees to the ground. You can do a puppy stretch, you can do a child pose, extended child, whatever is comfortable for your body. Breathing 3. Spread out your fingers. Middle fingers are straight ahead. That's important for wrist support. And that's 5 breaths. Inhale, look forward, feet to hands. Head is up. 8, exhale, tuck your chin and fold. 9, root your feet, reach your arms, draw your belly in, look at your thumbs as you bring your palms to touch. Arms come back by your side. Last A. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, fold, tuck your chin. Inhale, flat back, draw the belly in. Exhale, step back, one leg at a time. Knees can drop, chest is second. And slide your hands back a couple of inches. Point your toes. Inhale into cobra or an up face dog, which is a little more lifted. Down face dog. You could come through table and go to your down face dog if that's easier for you. And set your feet hip distance and parallel. And breathe 1. 2. Smooth out the breath through the nose. 4. 5 breaths. Inhale, look forward. Take your feet to your hands. Head is up. Exhale, 8. Tuck your chin. 9. Root the feet. Reach the arms. Look up. Palms come together. Arms by your side. Exhale. Nicely done. Adding a few more poses now. First pose we're going to add is the fierce pose. 1, inhale, bend your knees as you reach the arms up. This is called Utkatasana or fierce pose. 2, you're folding again. Tuck your chin. 3, lifting and lengthening, inhale. 4, stepping back to the plank. Dropping into the low plank can be knees, chest, and belly. Slide the hands back so they line up with the shoulders for the up dog or the cobra. That will give you more support for your back. Down face dog on the exhale. Look forward. Step your right foot forward. Turn your back foot on its edge. Push down into your feet as you inhale your arms right up overhead. Palms touch. And right away, exhaling back to the plank. You're in high plank and then low plank, same as we did. Slide the hands back, toes point. Inhale into up face dog. Exhale into down face dog. Inhale, step up the left foot, turn your back foot flat to the ground, arms up. This is warrior 1. Look up at your hands. Exhale, hands come down, leg steps back. Chaturanga Dandasana is low plank. Slide the hands back if your belly hits the floor. Inhale into up dog or cobra. Your legs can be on the floor or not. Down face dog. When I go to my down dog, my heels are off the ground, so I come forward a couple of inches. You don't have to come forward with the feet until they're flat, because that might be too far. So let your knees be soft a little bit, and tilt your tailbone up as you roll your belly in and up. Look towards the belly and breathe. 4, 5 breaths. Inhale, head is forward. Your feet come up on an inhale, feet together. Exhale and fold deeply. Bend your knees, fierce pose. Return to the fierce pose. Look up at your hands, straighten your legs, arms by your side. Nice, so we've warmed ourselves up. Hopefully you got a little warm doing those sun salutations, and we got things moving, got the joints opening a little bit too. Extended triangle pose. Step out to your right with your arms open. Turn your right toes 90 degrees and angle your left toes in just a little bit. If you look down, you're heel to heel. Take hold of your shin or your ankle and look up at your left thumb, opening the front body to the side wall. Keep 2 straight, strong legs here. If you want to take the back of the hand to the inside of your calf with the palm open and facing out, you can do that. You could put your hand on a block by your foot if that's helpful. Taking about 5 breaths in these standing postures. Push into your feet, inhale, come up. Arms are open to a T. Lift your toes, your heels kind of stay where they were, the toes lift and rotate so that you are in this posture now on the second side. Lean over and down, opening the front body, looking up at your thumb. If you can, that's your drishti, your focal point. Breathing. 2, draw the belly in, shoulders back. You can hold on for support. You don't have to strain or struggle. 4 and 5. Inhale, press down into the feet to rise up. Turn your feet once again to that first position. Right toes are 90 degrees, left toes angle in. Spin your hips around. So the left hand, opposite hand of your front leg, comes down by your big toe, and the other arm reaches up for big twist. Look up at your hand, or look straight ahead. Breathing two. I like to come onto my fist here because I have a sensitive wrist, so if that helps you, do what helps you. Inhale, push into your feet. Rise, arms open. Turn your feet very slowly to the opposite side. Spin your hips, spin your arms around. So the right hand comes down by the big toe side, and the left arm reaches up. Lift your heart and lift your gaze up to that left hand, and breathe. Keep breathing. Look down at your hand and foot. Inhale, arms come open to the side. Turn your body to the side of your mat. And then stepping back to the front of your space, which we call, again, Samastitihi. This time when we step to the right, we're going to go wider in our stance. Arms open. Turn your right toes out, same. Turn your left toes in. This time we're bending the knee deeply, lining the knee over the ankle. You have choices here. You can lean on your thigh with your right forearm, or you can place that hand baby toe side of your foot. The left arm starts straight up. Maybe you can angle it over your ear. If you're up here, it looks like this. You can tuck your chin into the armpit, nose towards the bicep. If you're down lower, don't want to be too heavy on your thigh. So if you're very collapsed on your thigh, maybe just come up onto your thigh with your forearm and don't strain. Keep the bent knees squeezing right slightly. Look up towards the palm of your left hand. Inhale, press into your feet to come up. Arms are in a T. Rotate your feet for the same posture on the second side. So same choices, lean on your thigh, bending the knee and keeping it stacked over your ankle. Take a peek at it, look for symmetry there. The right arm sweeps over the ear. The heart rotates skyward, your nose towards your bicep, but your eyes are looking up towards that palm. If your hand is on the ground, I like to do a fist here, or flat hand, or block is great. If you have a block, you can put a block there, or books or something like a block. Whatever you might have handy at home. Inhale, press down to come up. Arms are open. Turn your feet. Right toes out, left toes angle in just a bit. You're going to revolve it now. Bending the front knee once again, but the back arm, the opposite arm, left arm, is coming around and coming across. The hands come together. I'm going to turn my body so you can see. The hands come together like a prayer, and you're looking up at your right elbow. Draw the thumbs to the heart and lift the heart towards the thumbs. So you get that nice deep rotation in your upper spine. You can pick up your back heel if that helps. Whoa, it's a balancing pose, so you might fall out of it just like I did. Inhale, come on, back up slowly. Arms are open. It does happen. Use that core strength to help keep you stable. Spin your feet around to the other side. Again, if you're feeling like picking up the heel gets you a little more into the twist, you can do that. Bend your left knee. Take your right elbow across. Palms together. Lift the heart up to the thumbs. Lift your belly up off your thigh. And look up at your left elbow. Breathe. Couple more breaths if you can. If you need to come out or drop your back knee to the floor, that's another option you can take, dropping the back knee down. Inhale, rise up slowly, arms open. Exhale, turn your feet once again. I'm going to show you a variation on that twist. So the right toes are out 90 degrees, left toes are in. Bend the knee, pick up the back heel, place the left hand big toe side on the floor, and the right arm straight up. This is a nice way to twist as well if the prayer twist just doesn't work in your body, or if this feels better. Keep the belly lifted off the thigh. Keep the gaze up towards your thumb. Breathe deeply. Push into the big toe side of that front foot and squeeze your back thigh. Make a little muscle there. Turn your back heel down for stability. Inhale, rise up, arms are open. Turning your feet to the opposite side. Pick up your back heel as you bend your front knee. Right hand is down. Left arm is lifted. It's stacking over the right arm. Look up at your thumb. Squeeze your back leg straight and strong. Pull your belly in. Big breaths. If you need to drop the back knee, drop the back knee. Don't make the posture difficult. If you're not able to breathe or focus, then take it down a notch. It's okay. Inhale, come on back up, palms face open. Step back to the top of your space. Good. Hopefully you're breathing through your nose still. I'm breathing through my mouth because I'm talking, but I'd love for you to get in that rhythm with your breath so that it brings in more energy to the body and it holds the energy that you create. The prana that we create with our practice is held into the body by breathing through our nose. So let's try to keep an attention there first. So if your breath becomes constricted or difficult, then you can always back off the posture or come right out of the pose if you need to. Turning to your right, step not very wide, medium step, and turn your whole body to the back of your mat. Hand position is reverse prayer, or grabbing your arms as close to the elbows as feels comfortable for your shoulders. Square up your hips, press into the front big toe and the outer edge of your back foot so that you're shifting the weight evenly in your feet. Exhale, fold over the front leg, keeping two straight, strong legs. Bring your chin towards your shin. Keep the right hip drawing back, the top of your head coming towards the big toe. Breathe through your nose. I'm a little stuffed up, and you might be too. It's allergy season, and a lot of people are getting stuffy. So if you need to breathe through your mouth, obviously you can. Inhale, push into your feet, rise up slowly. Exhale at the top. Pick up your toes, turn your heels and feet around to the other side. So you're now squaring to the very front of your space. Reverse prayer might not work in your shoulders, your wrists, whatever. That's okay if it doesn't. Draw the left hip back slightly, push into the front big toe side of your foot. Exhale, fold. Breathe. Smooth, steady breath. Keep the weight shifting as evenly in your feet as you can. Come on back. Inhale slowly. Exhale, turn to the side. Open up your arms to release the shoulders and step back to equal standing pose or Samasthiti. Nice. Next, a couple of balancing postures that we can start off real simple with and get a little more intense with it if you want to. I'll show you the different variations that you can do. Left hand is coming to your hip. I'm not mirroring you. Right shin. So first of all, you can bring your right knee up and flex your toes and have both hands on your hips. If you can take your shin, and if you would like to make the peace sign with your fingers and bring them together, first two fingers, grab the big toe, extend the leg out, and maybe bow in towards the leg. You don't have to bow. You might have your leg extended without bowing, if that helps you to be more steady. Find what keeps you most steady and stay there and breathe. Some days it'll be easy to balance and other days it'll feel impossible, and that's normal. Good. If you bowed in towards your leg, lift your head up, keep hold of your toe. Take your leg, everyone, out to the right and look over the left shoulder. And see how that changes the pose. Standing leg is super strong and steady. If you have both hands on your hips, You know, it might look like this. That's okay. Whatever works in your body. Bring your gaze and your leg to center. Inhale. Extend your leg out long. Both hands to your waist. Soft point your toes. Lift them up a little bit as you lean forward. Try not to lean back. And take it down to the ground. Take a breath. Very nice. Second side. Try the second side. See what works. You're grounding the right leg and the right foot. Picking up the left shin. Toes up. Or maybe you're hooking the big toe with the first two fingers. Extending that leg long. Maybe you're bowing in towards the leg if you've got super balancing abilities. Do what works for you today. Maybe it's the first time you're ever doing the posture. Standing, balancing, big toe, hand to big toe pose. Good. And if you bowed in, lift your head up, inhale. Exhale your leg open to the right, or to the left rather, and look to the right. Draw the tailbone under just a little, shoulders low. Breathe through your nose if you can. Keep your breath steady and your gaze steady. Your drishti is your gaze. Bring both back to center, your gaze and your leg. Inhale. You can bow if you have your toe and your leg extended. You could bow again towards the leg or not. Come up nice and tall. Extend your leg long. Everyone, both hands to the waist. Soft point your toe. Lean forward just a little, and then let it go. Take a breath. If for some reason this video ends abruptly, take rest, 5 minutes at least. I don't anticipate any problems with it, but you never know with YouTube. It's very fussy sometimes. So if that does happen, just take yourself into resting pose at this point. But for now, we're going to keep going, and we're going to do another balancing pose. Let's do the tree. Pick up your right foot. You can take it to the inside of your left calf with the hands at the heart. You can take it to the inside of your left thigh. Start with the hands to the heart. See where it feels the best, and then take the arms up. You can open the arms wide, or you can steeple and squeeze them by your ears. Keep breathing. Keep your belly drawing inward and upward, your navel. That gives you that core strength and support. And then find that drishti, that focal point, something not moving. Don't look at me. I'm wobbling all over the place. Beautiful. Open the arms. Let that foot come down to the ground. Hands back to the heart. Take a breath. And let it go. Beautiful. Second side, take the left foot to the inside of your right calf, or pick up the ankle and tuck it to the inside of your thigh. Vrikshasana, the tree. You can stay right here. You can steeple your hands and bring your arms up by your ears. Relax the shoulders down towards the hips if your arms are extending. It gets a little easier when your arms are wide, so take them wider if you're feeling very shaky. Find the drishti. Find the breath. Beautiful. Let your hands come back to your heart, and your foot comes down. Grateful to have both feet back on the ground. Take a deep breath in and out. And come to the top of your space. Feet together, top of the mat. Let your arms come by your side. Inhale, sweep up. Look up. Palms touch. Fold on the exhale with a flat back. Tuck your chin. Exhale all the breath away. Inhale, lengthen, look high. Exhale, step back to the high plank. Knees down, then your chest between your thumbs, your belly. Slide your hands under the shoulders, toes point. Inhale, up face dog. Look off the tip of the nose. Exhale into down face dog. Look towards your belly. Inhale, look between your hands. Walk or hop your feet up. Feet, knees, and thighs together. Sweep your arms up into that fierce pose, palms touching. Sink down into your hips, into your knees. You're sitting on an imaginary chair. Try not to let your knees come forward of your toes. Look down and make sure you can see your toes. And then look up at your thumbs. Relax your shoulders. That's 5 breaths. Inhale, your hands come down, head is up. Exhale, step back to high plank. Knees come down, chest comes down. Slide your hands back, point your toes. Inhale into cobra, which is a bent arm, and upward dog, which is a straighter arm, and maybe pushing into the tops of the feet and lifting the thighs away from the ground. Turn the toes under, downward facing dog. Inhale, step your right foot forward, back foot flat. Reach up the arms for the warrior 1. Sink into your front knee as you lengthen out of your waist. 5 steady breaths. Look up at your thumbs and breathe. Back foot is flat. Front knee is bent and hips are forward. Breathing 3, 4, and 5. Straighten the front leg, inhale. Turn on your heels. Look at your thumbs as you shift your pose to the second side. Breathing 2, 3, 4, 5. Arms opening out to warrior 2. You might go a little bit wider with your feet. Look over the left fingertips and breathe 1. Straight, strong back leg. Bent knee squeezes left just a little bit. Relax your shoulders towards your hips. Pull your belly in. A lot of attention to the pose so that you're not thinking about anything else. Inhale, straighten the leg, turn your feet to the other side. Bend the knee, look over your right fingertips. Bent knee squeezes to the right just a little. Keep the breath steady, the gaze steady. Pivot on your back foot to bring your hands to the front foot, either side of the front foot. Step back to that plank pose. Knees can drop right away. Drop your chest and belly. Slide your hands back, toes are pointed. Lift into the up dog or the cobra. And bend your knees to the ground, table pose. Touch your toes, take your knees wide, and let's sit back on our heels. Bring the forehead either to the mat, or you can stack your arms or hands. Finding child pose or puppy stretch, either one, whichever one you like or prefer in your body. It's going to feel different for everyone. Inhale, start to come up. And turn yourself around so that you're lying down on your back. Lower down very slowly, very mindfully onto your back. Hug your knees to your chest and rock your body a little bit side to side. If that doesn't work, sometimes people don't like to bring the knees to the chest. It just doesn't feel right. So the arms can go into a T, feet flat, and you can rock it out this way. So you can still, keep your feet on the ground if you're not hugging your knees or your shins. If you're hugging in, that's fine. Just keep them close to the body and rock it out that way. Feet flat, hands flat by your hips. Setu Bandhasana, the bridge pose. Lift your hips up, look up, and breathe. You can lace your fingers if that works. Shimmy your shoulder blades in. Breathe deeply. Relax and breathe. Slow the breath, smooth it out. Draw the belly in. And let your hands come apart. Slowly bring your spine to the ground. Hug your knees into your body. Rock it out again. Place the feet on the ground, arms in a T. Drop your knees to the right and your gaze to the left. Spinal twist. Notice how it feels. If you want to intensify it, take the bottom leg and wrap it up over the top leg. That intensifies the twist a little bit more. Do it if it feels good. Otherwise, just keep your knees stacked. And let your eyes close, let your neck and shoulders be relaxed here as you can be. Breathe deep to your body. Breathe into those places that feel extra tight or constricted, your hips or your neck. Slowly bring your knees to center, uncross if you're crossed. Shift everything to center so you're neutral in your spine and in your hips. And let your knees drop to the left. If you want to intensify it, take the bottom leg and wrap it over the top leg. Look over the opposite shoulder and breathe. Where can you soften? Where can you relax a little bit more? Couple more nice deep breaths. When you are ready, bring your knees back to center, uncross your legs. You might want to give another squeeze to your chest with your knees, and we'll come into resting pose. So if you want a blanket or a sweatshirt or socks or something like that, or a cushion, grab that. Maybe even an eye pillow if you have one. And let your feet come as wide as your mat. Flop them out to the sides. Flop your palms up to the sky, shoulders back and down. Take a deep breath through your nose, sigh it out through your mouth. And just let your body sink down and settle into the ground. Let gravity take hold of your body. Let your eyes close, your belly be soft, your jaw is relaxed. Separate the jaw just a little. If you would like an extra long relaxation, you can shut the video now and just guide yourself out. Otherwise, I will guide you out in just a few minutes. slowly begin to deepen your breath, bringing awareness back to your body, back into the room. Start to move your fingers and toes very gently, rotating wrists and ankles, maybe stretching arms overhead if that feels good. And take your time, do any stretches that feel nice for you. When you're ready to, draw the knees to the chest and roll yourself over onto your right side. And as you come over onto your side, it's almost like a fetal position. You're sort of tucked in. And take a moment to notice the effects of your practice. Notice your breath and how you're feeling. Make your way back to sitting at the top of your mat. Keeping the eyes softly closed for a moment longer. Finding your long spine. Doesn't matter the position of your legs. Mostly think about the length in your spine as you come back to sit. And taking in this poem from a book called Go In and In. And I'm not sure if I've read this poem to you yet. It's all about what yoga is and what yoga is not. Yoga is not about the pose. It's not the alignment of toes or hips or shoulders. It's not about the form. Yoga is an invitation to explore, not a command performance. It speaks the language of the soul. In the flow of breath and motion, yoga coaxes us from the confines of the known across the silent threshold into vastness. Yoga is the union of prayer and movement guided from inside. It is healing and the joy of saying yes to life. Breathe, relax, and feel the body receive its own truth. The seed of freedom flowers within each of us whenever we are open to what's real. So taking in any words that are meaningful for you and letting the rest go. Bringing the hands to the heart center, Anjali Mudra or Namaskar. Honoring and appreciating yourself for taking this time for self-care. Shanti, 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 peace, peace, peace. Peace in our hearts, peace in our homes, peace in our world. Namaste. The light in me honors the light in you. Have a great night.